Hey there, comic book fans. It's Rusty again with Collector Auctions, and I'm sitting outside the Firehouse here in Annandale, Virginia, getting ready to go into the little comic book show that happens about once a month all year long. But I haven't been here since at least June. There's definitely some dealers here that I haven't seen in a while, and I'm hoping that they've got some great new inventory. I don't know what I'm looking for today, but I'm definitely going to go in and look for some books for the PC and books to invest in. So I'll go in like I normally do. I'll film what I can of the show. I'll come back and then we will do a little show and tell with whatever books I pick up. So sit back and enjoy the footage, and then I'll be back in just a few moments. All right, guys, I just finished up here in Annandale, and I had a great time going through looking at all the comic books, getting to see some of the dealers I haven't seen in a while. And I definitely was looking for some big books that I could really invest in, but I just couldn't find it today. It was a little disappointing. It wasn't so much about the prices today, although I guess ultimately it really is. It really was more about the condition. I just wasn't finding the right book that I wanted to put my money into and my time and effort when I clean and press the book. So looking on the walls, there were a lot of great books and everything, but sometimes the prices were a little bit out of reach. I've talked about that at this show before. but I couldn't really find anything that I wanted to invest time in. Once I go through and I look at the walls and I don't see anything I really want, and definitely there's a couple dealers down here that they don't have the prices on the books on the wall, but I've seen them countless times and their prices are astronomical. And I don't even want to get into it. They're so far out of the ballpark that I cannot even begin to negotiate on anything. But once I knock off the walls, I start going down to the boxes, trying to find smaller books that I can, again, invest in, or maybe just for the PC. I don't know. Again, I was an open book today, but nothing jumped out, nothing I wanted to latch onto. Even the dollar bin boxes, I didn't really feel like digging through those, although a lot of dealers had dollar bins and they said, oh, we got some great stuff in here. I just didn't want to put any more time than I wanted into it. So I ended up, after about the third or fourth round trip around the room, I ended up finding one book today. So that is all I got today, was one book. I'm not even going to wait to get home to show it to you. I got Classic X-Men #3, this classic Art Adams cover with the anniversary cover. I think I've already got this in the PC, but I've never pulled it out to get Art Adams to sign. And I figured, okay, I really wanted to get something today. I spent a whole $5 on this. Very nice condition. I'm going to take it to Baltimore. Art Adams is going to be there this year. I'll get him to sign this book. And this is definitely a PC book. I didn't even bother to look up to see what the value is on this was to get it graded. I know the condition's very good. I would hope that it would be a 9.8 if I got it graded, but I just kind of want Art Adams to sign this book that I can have it in the PC. So it was completely a PC show for me today. Not much about investing at all. And that was it. A little disappointed. Again, the prices were a little high on a couple of the dealers. I just skipped over them, to be quite honest. There were a lot of Pokemon dealers there with the trading card side of the show. There were a lot more dealers in there on that side than there were on the comic book side. I can see the card dealers encroaching on the comic side a little bit today. There were definitely some comic dealers that weren't there, some regulars. But it was nice to see some of the ones I haven't seen in a while and even go through their books. Maybe for the next show, I'll definitely see a lot of these same dealers up at the Frederick Comic Con. It's held by the same group that holds this show. And that's, I believe, coming up in October or November. I'm not really sure. But I'm sure I'll see some of these dealers again, as well as some new dealers there. We'll go to another show and we'll see what we can do there. But today, that was it. One book, and I'm out of here. All right, guys, that is it for today. If you enjoyed today's episode, definitely give me a like, slap that subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the episodes that I put out each and every week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. And definitely leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to know if you've ever been to this show. Some of the other comic book YouTubers from this area go to the show. Definitely Ryan from Automatic Comics and Longbuck's Love Affair. I've seen them both down here, but I didn't see them today. I want to know, though, if you guys have ever been to this show. And let me know what you think about the one book I picked up. Is this a good Art Adams book to get signed? I'd love your opinion. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Until the next show, just remember, every comic has a story.